Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. So we are learning about this Angular CLI and we have seen about the command ng new command and also the options that are available in the ng new command also we have seen. Now in this video we will see what is this angular.json file. So we'll see that the configuration file angular.json file. So what are the options that are available in the angular.json file? Let's try to see. This angular.json file is an object, it's a JSON object, and here if you try to see, these are the list of properties and the values. If you see here, so the main top end you will be able to see, first one is the schema. The schema is nothing but the Angular CLI commands. What are the Angular CLI commands that are available? So if you try to see the schema.json, if you go here in the node modules, right, in the node modules @Angular. So if you go into this node modules at the top, it will be there, I think, yeah. Here if you open this Angular, so where is this one available? Yeah, here you will be able to see @Angular, and in the CLI you will be able to see the lib CLI config schema.json. Okay, if I open this schema.json, and here you will be able to see all the commands that are available. So schematics, Angular application schema, so how to create a class, how to create an Angular component, how to create an Angular directive, how to create an Angular enum, Angular guard, Angular intercept. So if you open this one, you will be able to see Angular application options. So what are the options that are available? Type object. So that this command, what it will try to do is generates a new basic application. So like this, you will be able to see all the schema. Schema is nothing but what we can say is metadata of something like that. So this one is a schema, Angular CLI. So what are the commands that are available for this Angular CLI? So it will be taking it from the schema.json file. Now second one is a version. So what is the version of this application? So right now the Angular default one, it will be 1, and the new project root. So if you are having more than one project or anything, means you will be having the project root. So that one will be, you will be having a new folder, it will be created, so with the name project. So that is the reason they are saying that new project root. So you will be having a project folder. If you are having more than one project, means you will be having a projects folder. That is the thing. And here you will be having the projects. So if you are having more than one project, means in these projects you will be having a separate set of configuration. And the default project is my app. So this is the default project, that is a my app. So these are the top level properties that are available. Now if you go into this inner level, the projects, okay. So in these projects right now we have only one application, that is my app. So if you are having more than application, means you will be able to have another one, something like my app 2, like that you will be able to have this all the projects. So right now we are having only one project, so that is my app. So in this my app, let's try to see what are the options that are available. Okay, here these are the top level things. So now what is the project type? You will be having the different type of projects, that is application or library, like that. So you'll see about this library also. So this is a project type, it's an application, and you will be having a schematics for this one. So the schematics means the type the application has to follow. This is a strict true. Strict true means, so it is following the strict type checking. So strict to, and if I close this one, schematics, and here you will be having the root. So for an application, so you will be having the root as an empty, and the source root. So what is the source root? Where I can find this source project? So you will be able to find in the source folder. So that is the reason you are able to find the source folder. And here you will be having a prefix. So why is this prefix is? So if you are having the selectors, component selectors and all those things, so you will be having a prefix with app-header, app-component name, like that you will be having this prefix. If you want to change, means you can change the prefix. And the next option is architect. So this is the place where main these projects will be involved, configuration. And if you open this one, architect, I will again close this all the things. So you will be able to see some of the properties, something like build, serve, extract-i180n and test. So what is this build? So when you are running the command ng build or something like npm run build or something like that, so these are the configuration it will take into consideration. So here what it is trying to do is the builder. So in which what is the configuration, how I need to build. So the entire configuration will be there in this Angular dev kit. So for that reason we will be installing this Angular core, Angular CLI and Angular dev kit. Angular dev kit will be used for building the Angular. In this one you will be having a build Angular. So this will provide how to build. And the options, you need to provide the options. First one is an output path. So where I need to keep the files, that compiled files, where I need to keep that one. So it will be kept in the dist/myapp. So this is the folder, it will be created whenever you run this ng build. So this folder will be created. So by default the folder will not be present, but automatically when you run ng build, this folder will be created in the my app. you will be able to see all the compiled files. And the index, what is the index file? So what is the HTML file I need to place it? So where I need to take this HTML file. And the main is the main file, and polyfills, these are the tsconfig is the TypeScript configuration. And the assets is nothing but a static files. So what are the static files I need to give? So if you want to create any folder, you can create a folder and you can mention the configuration here. So these are the static files. And the styles, so if you want to load any global styles or anything for the Angular application, something like Bootstrap or Angular material styles and all those things which need to be applied to all the applications, to the entire application. If you want to apply some global CSS means, you can mention it here in the styles. And the scripts, and the same scenario, the scripts, if you have any scripts to be loaded in the global image, you can use it here. So these are the options, okay. And this is the configuration, okay. So what is this configuration? So let's try to see. So here you will be having a production build, okay, and also you will be able to see the development build. So in the development build, you will not have any configuration or anything. So configuration means, so optimization, false, and everything you will be having false as it is a development. But when you come to the production, you will be having a budgets. So what is this budgets is? First one is the type initial. So what is this initial is? Whole application, when the compilation, when the application is compiled, so you will be having some JS files, right? So something like main.js, styles.js, and scripts.js, vendor.js. These are all the files. 4 files will be created by the Angular. So combining all those JS files, it should have maximum of 1 MB only. It should not exceed the limit of 1 MB. So that is the thing. So if it exceeds the limit of 1 MB means, then you will get an error, or otherwise warning is 500 KB. Okay, so this is the things in the production. Initial means all the JS files, whatever the JS files that are created by the Angular, it should not exceed the 1 MB. And here another is the any component style. So any component, whatever the component may be, if you are using any component in the Angular, the styles, whatever the styles you are writing in that component, it should not exceed 4 KB. So these are the limitations for this one, not limitations. So the budget, so in order to reduce the file size, in order to refactor the code and all those things, you will be having this one. And the environment.ts file, so replace with environment.prod.ts. So these two files will be merged. So whatever in the prod, whatever the things are mentioned, so these prod files, prod keys will be merged into this environment.ts file. Okay, so this is the file replacement, and output hashing is all. So these are the things. So main thing is the budget and the file replacement. So environment.prod.ts will be merged it here, and the budget means, so whatever the JS files, how much file size it should be, and also the component style size also. So when you are mentioning in the styles in the component, you need to make sure that it should not exceed the 4 KB. So this is the product. This is in the production, and in the development common. So default configuration is the production thing. Okay. So that's it. So now you are able to see the configurations in the production, right? Now in the development also we have seen. So that's it. So in this, what I can say, in this build, these are the options that are available. Now let's try to see in the serve. So ng serve is nothing but the live thing, whatever the thing we are running, right? So in order to check this one in the development mode, so it will take the configuration, these things. Now builder is the normal thing. So in the development kit, it will take the supporting files and the configuration. So ng build production. So if you want to production means, so this is the production and the development. So nothing will be there. Default configuration is the development. So there will be no budgets and everything. So when you are running in the build only, it will take into consideration. That's it. So now if you try to see this extract-i181, so this one is related to the, what I can say is a language thing. So language support, for the language support, it will be there, and localist thing. So here is the test thing. So for the test, so here also you will be able to see that mains, polyfill, these are all things, SS source scripts. So these are the things also will be there for the test also. Normally whatever the build is there, so same thing it will be applied here also. That's it. So this is all about the Angular JSON file. So everything will be there in the Angular JSON file. This is the configuration. So many people will be getting doubt about this one. So for that reason I am explaining it here. So main thing what you will be having is, this one is added in the Angular 12, the latest thing. So these are all budgets and all those things in the build. So many people will be getting error here only while the production build. So 1 MB, it should not exceed the 1 MB. If it is more than means, if you want means, you can update it here. Okay. So like that. So this is all about this Angular JSON file. Hope you understood about this Angular JSON file. What are the options that are available in the Angular JSON file? If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.